Too hot. Hello again, it is me. I am back. I may have disappeared for like a month, but I have a good reason. You know, I came back from London, right? You all hopefully seen that vlog. Check it out there if you want. Saying that, the vlog was almost 20 minutes long. So, if you're complaining as to why I didn't upload many videos, then the 19 minutes, or 20 minutes rather, was supposed to feed you the minutes that you were missing. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, I have my porridge here, by the way. Multitasking, good thing. But yeah, you could have just watched the vlog loads of times because it was very fun. It was fun to make. London was a good trip, but on the way back, it was 2 days before I was meant to go back to school, and on the Tuesday after I came back, I started to get this cough, and then I was like, oh, I don't feel. And then on the Wednesday, it was just me and my dad. My mum was at work, and I got up and I had a shower, and I was like, I'm really tired. I'm gonna go back to bed. So I just went back into pajamas. Why not? If you're on holiday, last day, freedom before school starts. And yeah, I didn't really eat much. I took medicine, just like paracetamol, just to help my throat and throat. So there's that I got like last year in Italy. Then Thursday came. I set my alarm. I was all ready. I was sleeping in this like chair of pillows. Like, see how there's only 2 there? I had 6 pillows. 2 for like, it was like a chair, 2 for your arms, and then like 3 behind my head and neck, and I had one at the side of my bed so that if I had to hug her or something, I don't know if, because I coughed, I was like convulsing, it was really sore. When I woke up the next morning, I was like, no, I can't be bothered, switched it back off, fell asleep. And when my mum came in around 7:30, she was like, Sophie, why are you not up? And I was lying in bed, facing the wall, and then I turned round and was like, and I was just like, uh-oh, I am not well. Yay. So, my mum panicked, as mums normally do, and she phoned the doctor as soon as it opened at 8:30 or something, and the manager of our doctor's phone picked up, and my mum got an appointment for 9:20. Now this was at 8:30, so I literally had 40 minutes to get out of bed, get dressed. I was like, Mum, no, I'm not doing it. I'll just go in my pajamas with loads of layers on, because it was like -3 degrees, I felt like -5. So when we got to the doctor's, I had to stop on the way. It was like a 2-minute walk, but I made it into a 5-minute walk because I kept coughing, and I was like, and I took water with me. I had scarves. I had I don't know if I had gloves. I had loads of jumpers on, as well as my pajamas. And so I went. When my name was called, my mum helped us up the stairs, so that was helpful for my lungs. They were dying at this point. I sat down, I explained my problems to her. She put a thing on my finger to check my saturation. She checked my blood pressure. She checked my temperature from my ear, and she looked down my throat, I think. And when she was like, say I couldn't speak because of the coughing, and she was like, right, here's some medication. Here's a prescription. You have a severe chest infection. So that was me, missing my first 2 days back of school. And she put me on, I kid you not, 8 steroids a day and 3 antibiotics of amoxicillin a day. That is a lot, because I just finished another batch of pills for my acne, which have worked. And I was just like, thank God I don't need to take any more pills. Well, steroids as drugs. The first day on the Thursday when I took them, I took paracetamol to get my temperature down, which was at 39.2, and I went to sleep. My mum came back with the rest of it, and I didn't have anything to eat. The only thing I ate that day were drugs and a bowl of soup. I didn't even finish the soup because I was like, I'm too tired to do anything. And mum kept on joking me. He's like, you should do violin now since you're off school. And I'm like, the first day, just in bed, couldn't really do anything. Friday was basically the same, but my mum was at work, and my dad was like kind of forcing me to eat. He made me, what did he make? Scrambled eggs, and I kept on coughing every time I ate, so I was like, no thanks. And then he made me get up, and so I had my shower at like 12, and by the end of the day, I was like, I don't want to have dinner, I don't want to have tea, so I just went to bed like really, really early, around like 9:30, which is early for me. The Saturday came, I was meant to go to a family thing with my mum and dad, but my mum and I stayed at home because she was looking after me. My dad just went, and by this point, I was getting better. I could kind of talk, I wasn't coughing as much, but I was still really sore. And then Sunday I didn't go to church, I didn't do anything again. Then on Monday, I went back to school. One more dose of steroids to go. I took them during school at 10:30. Yeah. This is the moment where I realised going to school was a bad idea. Right, so I was still coughing up stuff, because that's how you get better, supposedly. And I had music in RE. Yeah, in music, we were doing like questions that we made up ourselves. And I was like, why not me? And I kept on laughing. I kept on making weird noises like, and worse. My friends were like, is she okay? And I explained, and they were like, you should be at home. I was like, yeah, probably, but, might as well come in. By the time Ari came around, it was before lunch, and the steroids had really kicked in. The start of Ari would normally say a prayer. I normally laugh at that because me and my friend who sits beside me have this wee joke that I don't know what it is, we just laugh and just sat and like dazed out, and then I started like laughing even more. My teacher, who I've known for ages, was just like, Sophie, are you okay? And I was like, no, I've got these to take. Oh, I've taken these. And she was just like, oh, do you want to go to the toilet? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. Like, proper out of my head. I was like, say this is me normally. I was like, off the camera stage. And it got so bad to the point where I was crying because I was laughing. And then I was like, yeah, I better go to the toilet. I was like in tears laughing, and the whole class was laughing at me or with me. I don't really know, I don't really care, because it was funny, it was a good memory. So as soon as I walked out the class, I lost it again, and I collapsed in a heap on the floor laughing, but my teacher thought I was like fainting, so she was just like, oh no, we need to get you to the office or something. So she got my friend to come and help me, and then I went to the toilet, washed my face, did toilet, it was normal, I might as well. When I came back, I was just like, fine, perfectly normal. No, I was like that, and for about 3 hours after, I came home by myself, thinking, oh, I feel normal. And then I started texting my friends, and I was even more hyped. I don't know what is, because that was the first time like taking the steroids that I'd ever been high. Like, I think because I wasn't doing anything while taking them, because I was just lying in bed all day, I wasn't feeling like awake enough to feel the full effect. But because I was doing stuff, my body was like kept on going. It was like an engine, and yeah, that's why the steroids had that effect on me. And for about 2 weeks after that, no, actually, a week after that, my mum started coughing, started getting ill, and she has asthma, so that was helpful for her as well. So I basically gave my mum my chest infection. She didn't have the temperature, and so she was like, that's weird. And by the Saturday, she came back home. Like, she was in the hospital for like a week and 1 day or something because she, like, there's stuff in her lungs. Still is, and she's not been allowed back at work. I started coughing again. I complained that my rib was sore, and I was like, have I broken my rib? Because you can break ribs from coughing, like severe coughing. That's what I had. And so I was like, it's not so when I touch it so often. And my mum was just like, I don't think it's broken, maybe it's muscular. But anyway, I really wanted to go to the doctor because I was worried about it. So she got an appointment. I missed school. When I went to the doctor's, it was a different doctor this time who was looking at my notes from the previous one. And was like, well, it turns out as if you actually had asthma when you were 5, so I suggest you don't take any ibuprofen because that gives you the wheezy effect, so that's good news. And he was like, but actually, seems like a few weeks ago, you actually had pneumonia. I had pneumonia. And the doctor gave me the wrong stuff. Well, she didn't. She gave me stuff that would do me good for like that period of time, but she didn't give me the stronger stuff. So here I was thinking I was all fine and just getting it over the ends of it. Turns out no, I was battling pneumonia. Well, I was in school while I was at drama on a Saturday, like dancing about. It was when my mum was at the dentist because she has a problem with her tooth as well, and then my dad went with her. I think he took the day off to help her. And so I phoned mum, and my dad picked up, and he was just like, oh my god, right, I'll tell mum then. And so I was waiting at Boots, the chemist, waiting on my prescription, because I had to take them until my mum phoned me. And then she was on the phone crying because she was so sorry that she never realised that I actually had pneumonia, because the first sign of pneumonia is a really high fever, and that's what I had, or a high temperature rather. And she's had pneumonia like 4 or 5 times, so she knows, but I think she didn't want me to get ill, like as sick as that, so that's why she never picked up on it. Like, I mean, she is a midwife, but she's also a mum, so she doesn't want her daughter to be ill. She was like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, Mum, it's fine. It's not your fault, it's the doctor's fault. She didn't give me the right stuff. And so here I was again on more paracetamol and antibiotics, stronger ones this time, and it helped me much better. And the rib thing was just muscular, and it's just gone away now, and we're in February. So for that weekend I took the week off school. I missed my prelims, like my mock exams, because by the Thursday of just getting better, because I got the new medication 2 days before my exams. I only had 2 exams, so I didn't really need to study much. Like, only had to study like for 2 subjects. And by the time the Thursday came, which was my French exam, I got up at like usual time, a bit earlier than normal because we have to be there early. And I was eating my breakfast, this porridge, and I started to feel a bit sick because the antibiotics that I had give you a metal, they make you taste everything as if it's metal, and it was horrible. I just felt sick every morning. I was just like, Mum, I can't do this. I feel as if I'm going to disrupt everyone when I cough because I have to make this noise to cope with the pain in my rib, because it was like friction was rubbing inside me. That sounds very graphic, but it's not really. I don't know if it is, but I was just like, I can't do this. And then I started crying, and my dad was like, right, you can't go in. So my mum was like, fine, I'll phone up. And so I went back the next week, fine, recuperated, and I explained to my teachers, sorry. So I did my exams during my free study periods, and like during class time in French. I managed to pass my music one, 75%, yeah, 75%, which I'm pleased about considering the situation. And I've still to finish my French exam because the whole class hasn't finished like one part of the writing, because we do 2 writings and a listening, reading and a translation. I've done the reading and translation, did not bad, and I've done the listening, not so much. I got 9 out of 20, which, I mean, it's close to a pass. Still not my best. That is my January. The whole month of January I was sick. Thumbs up for that. If you have any stories of when you were really ill, you could have died like me, comment down below and we can laugh and cry at our misery and sickness. That sounds like a horrible plan, but let me know if you've experienced the same or worse. And this was by far the worst I've ever been sick. In the summer, I was sick because of, I don't know, we had a power cut and I was just like, blah, blah. That was my whole body that day, and I was meant to go out with friends, and then I was sick, so I was like, sorry, I can't go. And then in November I had the norovirus, the Christmas sickness, horrible. I was off school for that. Should have been off 2 days, but I was only off 1. Then in January, pneumonia. My immune system is just going, it used to be up there, steady, now it's like, pfft. I don't know what's happening to me. I think it's just because my immune system is so good up until this point that it was battling every cold I had, but because it was pneumonia this time, I didn't know how to fight it, so it just went. So hopefully I won't get any more sicknesses or illnesses or diseases that I could die from in the future. So yeah, that's it for this video. I will go finish my porridge. Bye from the spoon. Bye from me. Okay, I'm just gonna go because I've got homework to do. Yay! See you next time. Hope you come again soon. Bye.